Tension at the Abbott estate. The Abbott mansion sat in a rare hush. The old walls, once alive with laughter and holiday chaos, now carried an eerie stillness. The velvet curtains fluttered lightly as a storm brewed beyond the windows both outside and within. Inside the sunroom, Claire Grace stood poised with arms crossed, her eyes locked onto Nikki Newman, who had just entered unannounced. "I don't recall asking for a Newman family reunion," Claire said coldly, her voice slicing through the air like a knife. Nikki, ever elegant and composed, took a deep breath. "Claire, I came because I care about you." "Care?" Claire's laugh was bitter. "Where was all that care when I was manipulated by Aunt Jordan and tossed around like a pawn?" Jack Abbott, just entering from the hallway, paused at the doorframe. He could feel the tension radiating like heat off sunbaked pavement. He hadn't planned to step into another Newman versus the world standoff, but he knew from experience that silence could be more destructive than words. "Claire," he said gently, "Nikki didn't come here to fight." Claire turned toward him, her expression unreadable. "No. She came here to pretend we're all some perfect family. But newsflash, families don't abandon each other when it's convenient." Jack glanced toward Nikki, who closed her eyes in sorrow. The damage was already underway. Lines drawn in the sand. Later that evening, Claire sat alone in the study, flipping through a dusty photo album she'd found in the attic. Pictures of Victor, Nikki, Victoria, and even young Summer stared back at her like ghosts from another life. Each smile felt like a betrayal. Downstairs, Jack poured himself a scotch. He'd tried so hard to pull back from drama lately, to focus on Jabot, to spend time with Diane, and to keep his son Kyle from unraveling. But now Claire had dragged the entire Newman-Abbott dynamic back into the spotlight, tanned like it or not. He was a key player once again. Diane joined him at the bar, sensing the weight on his shoulders. "You're thinking about Claire," she said. Jack nodded. "She's tearing herself apart. And now, she's tearing everyone else with her. Don't blame her for being angry. That girl's been through hell." "I know," Jack said. "But harsh words have a way of sticking." She said things to Nikki she can't take back. "Like you haven't said the same to Victor a dozen times." "That's different. Victor and I know the rules." "Claire doesn't. She's setting fire to bridges without realizing how much she'll need them later." Kyle's boiling point. Kyle Abbott stood in the Jabot lab, staring at a marketing report but seeing none of it. His mind was elsewhere, on Claire, on Harrison, on the uneasy feeling that something was unraveling. Claire's words at the family brunch replayed over and over in his head. "You're not my cousin. You're just another spoiled Abbott pretending you understand pain." He had tried to defend himself, tried to reach her, but Claire wasn't interested in being reached. She was interested in revenge, though. Kyle wasn't sure on whom.